Hey guys, Mosa here, and today I'm bringing you my Week 1 predictions of Friday Night Football between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Now, without a further ado, let's get started. Now, let's kick it off with the LA Charger offense. Now, Justin Herbert will be starting at quarterback, running back will be Najee Harris, Scott Matlock will be at the fullback position, wide receivers Lad McConkey and Quentin Johnston. Tight end will be Will Dissly. Left tackle will be Joe Alt. Right tackle, Trey Pipkins. Left guard, Zion Johnson. Mekhi Becton at right guard. And Bradley Bozeman at center. Now, you're obviously wondering why I didn't start off with the injury report. Well, I just couldn't find anything recent for the Chargers offense or defense when it comes to injuries. So the only real problem with them is their offensive line. We're losing Rashawn Slater during this offseason. That is horrendous for the Chargers offensive line. I still think they have a good offensive line with Alt, Becton, and Pimpkins, and a few other guys there on the line as well. Najee Harris is a very good running back to have. Justin Herbert can be consistent when, the Chargers are really performing. Like, realistically, I think that this is going to be a problematic Chargers offense that can potentially do something good. And also, they got Keenan Allen back. They could probably use him in a slot position or something, maybe in relief of McConkey or Johnston. But in the end, I think that the Chargers will do okay, but will have problems at that offensive line. Now, moving on to the defense of the LA Chargers, we start off with edge rushers Tuli Tupulotu and Khalil Mack. Defensive tackles Deshaun Hand, Taylor Tart, and Otito Ogbonia. With linebackers Denzel Perryman and Dijon Henley. Cornerbacks Tarheeb Still and Dante Jackson, by the way. With free safety Alohi Gilman and Derwin James at strong safety. Now, this defense has some good traits. Khalil Mack off the edge. You got Denzel Perryman and Henley there at the linebacker position. Dante Jackson, pretty good. Derwin James, an excellent, strong safety. I think that this defense has enough to pressure Patrick Mahomes, but is it going to be enough to pressure Patrick Mahomes, also stop the run game of Isaiah Pacheco and everyone else in that backfield, and maybe even stop Xavier Worthy or Marquise Hollywood Brown in that receiving game? That's going to be an issue. Their offensive line, I think, has some issues, so maybe they can get the pressure on Mahomes, but I think that right now, we're going to be seeing a very decent defense coming from the LA Chargers. We're not going to be seeing much of turnovers, but we are definitely going to be seeing a very good game from both the offense and, the defense and kind of the offense of the LA Chargers. Now, moving on to the Kansas City Chiefs injury report, starting out with Jalen Royals, wide receiver with a knee injury. He is out for the game. Defensive tackle Omar Norman Lott with an ankle injury. He is questionable for this game. Then we move on to wide receiver Marquise Brown with an ankle injury. Linebacker Jack Cockridge. I don't know how to say that, but he has a knee injury. Cornerback Christian Fulton with a knee injury. Tackle Jawan Taylor with a knee injury. Linebacker Drew Tranquil with a back injury. And tight end Jared Wiley with a knee injury. Now, in my opinion, I think Norman Lott will be playing in this game, but it's not really that big of a factor. They still got some good defensive tackles there, and the loss of Jalen Royals also not an issue. They got some good receivers that they can rely on. Obviously, Rashee Rice suspended, so he's not going to be in this game. But realistically, even though they got injuries, I think the Kansas City Chiefs will be doing pretty well regardless of the fact that they got some injuries. But I am worried about the ankle of Marquise Brown because my issue is him re-injuring it during this game. Now, moving on to the offense of the Kansas City Chiefs, starting with quarterback Patrick Mahomes, running back Isaiah Pacheco, wide receivers Marquise Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy, and Juju Smith-Schuster, with tight end Travis Kelce, tackles Josh Simmons and Jawan Taylor, guards Kingsley Sumatia, I don't know how you say that, I'm sorry, and Trey Smith as well. Center will be Creed Humphrey. Now, when it comes down to this offensive line, I'm going to say it's going to be okay. Jawan Taylor, iffy on him, especially with that knee injury. But regardless, I think it'll be just fine. But the problem with obviously the pass rush with Khalil Mack is going to be a problem there. Maybe a few blitzes from the strong safety and Derwin James. That's going to be an issue. But when it comes to the receiving core, I'm not expecting much from Travis Kelce, obviously. I mean, did not have that good of a season last year. I expect more of the same or maybe a bit better, but it is mostly going to be Brown, Worthy, and Schuster in the air with a few runs from Pacheco. Mahomes is just going to let it rock with his arm. And I think that realistically, the Chiefs are going to do good on offense, but not as good as they would do in previous years. Now, moving on to the defense of the Kansas City Chiefs, we got defensive ends Mike Dana and George Karlaftis, defensive tackles Derek Nottie and Chris Jones, linebackers Drew Tranquill, Nick Bolton, and Leo Chanel, with cornerbacks Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson, free safety Brian Cook, and Jamari Connor at strong safety. Now, when it comes down to this defense, they're going to have a good game against that offensive line, especially on the side where Rashawn Slater used to be. I think that's Pimpkins. That's the right tackle. So you're probably going to be sending George Karlaftis on that side all day long. Pressure in the middle with Nottie and Jones. Some good linebacking core with Nick Bolton leading the way. Jalen Watson at corner. That's going to be pretty good to see. And I'm not pretty sure on the safeties, though. But I think that they're going to be more of a help for McDuffie and Watson. So, yeah, I'm going to say this. They're going to do pretty well against this Chargers offense. I mean, are they going to stop the run from Najee Harris? Maybe. Are they going to stop Quentin Johnston? Most likely. Lad McConkey? I'm iffy on him being a good receiver on the Chargers right now. But Justin Herbert's going to try and do his best to get his receivers the ball. And I think that definitely this defense is going to try and stop that at any point in this game. And honestly, it may be a bit troublesome for the Chargers and the Chiefs in this game. But for me, defensively, at least with the Chiefs, they've got this in the bag if they are able to just get to the quarterback constantly and stop Harris at the line. Now, in conclusion, I have this game going in favor of Kansas City 26-23. I think that the Chiefs are going to come out either with a game-winning field goal by, obviously, Harrison Butker, or the Chargers are going to get intercepted by someone like Nick Bolton, Jalen Watson, or Brian Cook to end the game, seal it in favor of Kansas City. I think that this team could do better, the Chargers, but even though it's going to be close, it's going to be down to the wire, and I think it's going to be basically neck and neck all day long. The Chargers, the Chiefs, they're both pretty good, but I think that the one that comes out on top will be KC without a doubt. Now, that was it for this video. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Who do you think is going to win, Kansas City or Los Angeles and Sao Paulo? Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Now, like this video if you liked it, subscribe, and hit the notification if you want more videos. And I'll see you guys next time.